because I really don't think that we formed a friendship or work, off of talking about computers.
No.
Or shit water in your basement that I needed to suck out.
Exactly.
I don't think that's how we started.
He sucks shit water out of basements.
Yes.
Not a great conversation starter at an event holding a cocktail.
Correct.
This is another episode of Sales Videos That Don't Suck, or at least my goal is to have them not suck. And I got Michael Crossman with me, and we're laughing because of inappropriate comments that were made off camera. Because
of course,
people buy from people they like, and people like to make inappropriate, funny. We're just gonna say fuck a lot because that's
yes.
Fuck. We got it out of the way. We've demonetized this video for sure.
So if that offended you, please stop watching now.
Yep, because there's gonna be more. And so the whole goal of this, and Mike likes this idea too. Too many of the sales videos, if you haven't watched the one previous one where I did an intro to this, I'm going to just preface it real quick. I say people buy from people they like, which we kind of know that, we've heard that. And so much of the sales training that I've seen is fake or not as interactive with people. They try to say, you just do this in such a formal way. And it's even he works at a commercial sales level, and it's about having some fun and finding connection with people. So we'll start with a few questions. Right now you work for ServPro.
Correct. So I am a sales and marketing manager for a ServPro disaster recovery franchise.
Cool. So it's completely not tech related, but that's important as an aspect because I've worked in tech sales my whole life, but I interact with a lot of people who are in sales of other nature.
Correct.
So what's your good opening line? We'll just start in. What's a good opening line when you go to meet some people?
Oh,
you walk into a crowd, Chamber of Commerce event, that's where I run into him. And I gravitated toward him because there's this laugh.
I'm sorry, it's totally worse, but you'll hear more of it later. Shit, opening line, it honestly totally really depends on the setting. Depends on my audience, depends on my setting, depends if I can open with a joke. If I'm walking up to a crowd of complete strangers, I tend to get a little worried about starting the conversation because you never want to be that guy that's like, oh, ha, ha, ha. And everybody's like, who the fuck is this guy? So you never want to be that person at these functions. So generally, rule of thumb, I try to find out some people that are planning on attending these events, try to get to know some things about them, maybe have some coffee, fellow chamber members, people like that. I try to find out who's going to be there. And then as I start to make my way through the room, that's when you get a little bit more comfortable. Because I think one thing we were talking about that we really want to focus on is a lot of people see salesmen and marketing managers and executives and business associates wear suit and tie every day.
Right.
They think you are, thumb in the butt. You're like a horrible, you know what I mean? Like you're just so uptight all the time.
Yeah.
And these functions are really not like that. It's really laid back. It's very informal because, as you said, people like doing business with people they like. They don't like you because of your sales numbers. They don't like you because of what you did the last 3 to 5 years. They like you because you're fucking funny, or they like you because you're a deer hunter and they kill shit too.
Yeah.
So if
you find that common ground, and you don't have, the first thing you don't want to do is introduce your topic of, I do these things, I can make your backups work, and that's my tech site coming out, and you can't lead in with that at all. You got to find some common thing that you can talk about a little bit, which is a little bit hard for me because a lot of people like sports. I don't follow a lot of sports, so I try to find other topics I can engage with.
Sports is always my number one thing. I'm an avid sports guy, so sports is always a solid thing. We are in the Detroit area. Our sports teams suck. So it's always something. So
it's easy to talk about it.
Yes.
Like you don't even have to like them. So they suck, right? Oh, you agree they suck?
Correct. So you really don't even need to know anything about it. You can just say,
they lost.
They suck. And you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's totally a perfect conversational piece. Sports is always good. I honestly, at open networking functions and other things like that, I really try to not talk so much business because I don't want to sound like a sales guy in front of other sales guys.
And I think that's probably a really important thing to remember. People go there thinking you got to have your 60-second commercial ready, at the ready. I got it on the cue card. I got my 5 lines. I'm going to nail them as soon as I walk up and introduce I am Tom and I do this, or I'm Mike from ServPro and we will fix broken shit. You can't start like that. You start with the sports talk. You start with, I always say, what fun things, interesting things you do. Or right now it's Christmas. What do you want for Christmas? There's a great opening line for these events and things like that. I've developed people where they're not sure what I do, but they want to talk to me at the events because I've been there a couple times. And then we can get into what I do. We'll figure that out later, but we're all there to have fun first. I think that's and that's also why I have Michael here in our studio versus at the events. I want to bring the camera to the events. The hardest part about bringing the camera to an event is they know I'm up to something.
Correct.
And a lot of people know me just from being on camera. Tom's eating hot sauce, and he asked me that too. Finding those little things like that. Actually, that's also why he's here, is because he knows about the hot sauces. Yes. So we're doing another video. We're having hot wings tonight, and they're doing the last dab, and he's joining us. So.
Yes, I'm very excited. I've seen all of the latest additions, so I'm very excited to be a part of this. So
yes, all the hot sauces.
Totally awesome.
They're all just out of frame in the camera on the table over
But
here.
this is a perfect example. Doing things like this, Tom and I both work in different businesses, but we also know a lot of people through our networking,
Yep.
So people are always talking about things, and that's the perfect time to then speak business, is if people bring something up that then you can relate to, or if you have someone you can connect them with. That's sort of how business nowadays is being spread, I believe.
Yeah, a lot of it. I mean, there's all the social media, and you do your thing to get some presence there, but for this is a lot of B2B stuff. Another aspect of it is, because me and Mike have just become friends, he came over to my Christmas party at my house, but if someone were to come up to Mike and say, I got a computer problem, he's going to go, that Tom, just call him, he'll take care of it. And that's where you can build some reciprocity, because people trust referrals who are that third-party referral. Of course, if you ask Tom if he's good, I'm going to tell you I'm fucking awesome. But if someone says, do you know an awesome computer guy, and Mike says it, they're like, well, it's not Tom saying it, therefore it gives that more validity. But that's part of that being friendly, and why we have conversations about things that are not tech-related. And I see people make this mistake all the time. I was at a startup event in Detroit, and I tell you, this guy, he had it like down like a ritual. He was a lawyer for startups. And that's all I remember. I lost his card. Sorry if he's watching. I don't know. I doubt he's a fan. But the guy had I watched him go from table to table. Just, hi, I help startups get all their legal things ordered. Da da da. He had like a ritual, and then I'm at one cocktail table to the next one, and he had cards. And sometimes he'd repeat it at the same table twice, because he realized people would interrupt him and keep talking because they didn't want to hear what he was going to say. I've long since forgotten the guy's name. I'm sorry.
You never want to be that guy.
Yeah, I sent him a nice email that I said you need to come off more friendly as opposed to less robotic. I sent him an email.
Correct.
And then he never replied, so I'm like, well, whatever.
Which good on you, because that was the courteous thing to do.
I was being courteous. I said,
because you never want to
your methodology was not.
You never want to let a fellow comrade in this business here go out looking like an asshole. You know what I mean?
I was polite to the guy. I sent him a nice email. He never replied. But some people think that. It's like, no. If you would have made friends of me in some way, and then later on, because there is a lawyer who was friendly. And I had a friend who I actually connected them with another friend. I had no need for the services that her company offered, but she does legal services for contracts. And I had someone who has a contract problem with the company he works for. It's like, fuck, this girl does it. I just connected the two. I had her card because I don't really have a need for that. But she was cool. We talked about other things at the Detroit Startup event. And it was funny, 2 lawyers at a startup event. The one that just bullshitted, she had questions about, because I was on a panel talking about doing videos and YouTube. So she came up and asked, because she wants to start a YouTube channel. Great friendly conversation about this. And I remembered her name because of that. And I'm like, hey, here you go. That's way better. She got a referral. The other guy, maybe he does that shit. I don't know.
And they trusted you.
Yeah.
And they trusted who you referred to them.
Yep.
They only trusted you not because they met you being a computer guy. They trusted you because they got to know Tom. They got to trust your values, your morals, how you do business. So then they entrust you to refer them to someone that does business accordingly.
And it just makes it that much easier to do. It's like I said, I want to say it's different than you think, because maybe some people are just nodding their head and agreeing with us right now. And hopefully those people are people that are getting
Hopefully people are still watching the video.
Yeah, we'll be watching the video. But it's I don't want to sound like a dead horse or beating a dead horse, but it is some of this reciprocity we create by just creating friendships out there. You just go out to these networking events, but don't try and sell yourself. Just go be friendly.
Correct.
Go be social. Go talk about stuff. I've talked a little bit. I know a little about sports. I don't follow much of it. I've been to a Tigers game once. Actually, twice in my life.
Comerica or Tiger Stadium?
Both.
Really?
I've been, yes, I went in 1984.
Hey.
And only because it rhymes. Tigers roared in '84. That's
There
when
you
they won
go.
the World
That
Series.
is.
I was there for.
I was 3 years old.
Oh
Damn,
yeah,
you're old as
I'm
fuck.
old as fuck.
Damn. Sorry, that was totally inappropriate.
Absolutely appropriate
But
though.
if I was to walk up at a chamber function and Tom was to say he was at the World Series in '84, I'd say, damn, you're old as fuck.
Damn,
And
he's-
Tom would think I was funny.
Exactly.
And that's how we would begin a conversation and a further relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really don't think that we formed a friendship or work,
Yeah.
off of talking about computers.
No.
Or shit water in your basement that I needed to suck out. I don't
Exactly.
think that's how we
He
started our
sucks
conversation.
shit water out of basements.
Yes.
Not a great conversation starter at an event holding a cocktail.
Correct.
But a great opener, I can suck shit water out of a basement.
Better than anyone else.
That's right. There's still something fun to be said about that, though.
That is, sometimes that's, a perfect conversation starter,
Yes.
know, when people are going around, they're saying, oh, what do you do for your business? I always have, you know what I mean?
I think he watches. Do you know who John Zadikian is? You ever met him? He's
Negative.
a voice actor.
Negative.
So he's got the best opening line when he's doing his 60-second because he just says the same thing. I sell parts of my body for money and not what you think. And you have to ask him, what do you sell for money? And he'll say, my voice. I mean,
That is perfect.
I'm like, that's clever. I don't know if I'm gonna get my friend Ron, but he's got his cards when before he sold his recycling company. He said, let's talk trash.
That is great too.
Let's do some trash talking.
I
That's it.
have a great photographer friend of mine. He's a very good personal friend of mine. His actual business card, when he hands it to you, it says "smile," and it's like
That's it.
it's like
Smile.
perfect.
Yeah, you find those little opening lines. I suck shit water out of basements. I don't think I've heard you use it, but I'm gonna say it's a good one.
No, it's kind of hard to use. But when they ask, "What do you do for a living?" I
Yeah.
say, "When shit happens, we make it like it never even happened." So
Yeah.
it's kind of
Kind of that same thing.
Right.
So hopefully you learned something from me and Mike today, or you at least laughed.
I'm sure they laughed.
And you're gonna
sure
laugh
they
more
laughed.
when you watch the next video with hot sauce.
I'm not going to be in as good a shape as I am right now. That's why I'm glad we
We
shot
had him
this one
sent.
before.
I know this is why we're doing this all beforehand because we gave him a toothpick of extract. The faces he made.
It was
That's why he's back for more.
It was nostalgic to say the least.
That's why he's back for more.
Yes.
He's like, we're ready. We're gonna do this. We're gonna give him hot. We're not no extract. We're actually doing all hot sauces on wings.
So just remember, be professional, but don't be afraid to be a little bit informal.
yes,
that's
don't be afraid to say you suck shit water in the basement as long as you do it.
correct.
All right, thanks for watching. Let us know what you thought. Leave comments below.
Happy holidays,
Happy
everyone.
holidays.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Go enjoy.
We're gonna get the other thing started here.
Yes, we got to go cook the wings.
Later.
Thank you.